To learn more about student involvement in the youth and nonprofit leadership major, we spoke with Sidney Anderson, who told us about how she became involved in the YNL program.
I like to help people, and truthfully, I had never considered YNL. I was just a double major in political science and criminal justice, and I said, well, I like to do this university elective. So I took 290, and Dr. Long just made me fall in love with the major. So I said, forget political science, and I switched and made my other major YNL. Within the major, we get to go out and do service in the community, things that actually help build your resume and build character and everything. So it's really fun to it's a fun major.
We asked Sidney to speak about what a major in youth and nonprofit leadership means for students and their future careers.
Volunteering is the base as a student. As you get older, you go into the real world, you're still going to want to volunteer, and there are a lot of businesses that are nonprofits. Look at the United Way, West Kentucky Mentoring, and there are major corporations like the Kellogg Foundation. They're all nonprofits. Right now, I'm looking into law school, and then after I've got a career, I want to go in the nonprofit sector. I'm not exactly sure how, but I know for sure after I make a career of whatever I do, I want to go and work in a nonprofit and maybe use law if I could, or just, I don't know, I just want to help. I haven't quite decided yet, so.
Generally, the phrase nonprofit is a turnoff to students, but Sidney advocates that money is not the true concern of a YNL major.
I mean, you can go for big money, but at the end of the day, most people in this major aren't going for big money. They're going for the heart, and they might get big money in the end, but at the end of the day, it's you love your job, and that makes it the best part of it.
Community service is a major aspect of YNL. We asked Sidney to tell us about projects YNL students work on.
The most beneficial thing I think I've gotten hands-on was actually in my 290 course. You have to go out and do 15 hours of community service. I chose to partner with Springer Franklin College, and I set up a program with West Kentucky Mentoring.
Students in the YNL major not only gain volunteer experience through special projects, but also through their classes.
The most satisfying volunteer work was actually, I don't remember my course number. The whole class, we split into groups, and we got to do grant proposals for nonprofits in this region. We ended up giving away 4 grants to local nonprofits, and just to be able to help them build their accounts. $1,000 is actually a lot in this sector.
As president of the Youth and Nonprofit Leadership Student Association, Sidney dedicates even more of her time to service.
My role, though, is to just be the voice for this department, the students of this department, and to kind of relay information to them as best we can. A lot of it, we had a board meeting with the leaders of this department, and it was really cool to be able to sit on the board and be able to do stuff like that.
Sidney says that even if students are not in the YNL major, there are benefits of taking classes in the program.
I would really suggest taking the 290 course. If anything, if you don't like it, you get to get a university elective out of it, and you'll have fun doing it. That's the best part. You're not going to run around in circles like rec, but you'll get to volunteer, and at least if anything, you've built your resume and you say, okay, this isn't meant for me. But if it's meant for you, you'll know from the 2 weeks into that first course.